I would say that indecency is a synonym with offensive, the sensibilities of a normal, typical person.
There is no real definition of indecency as far as I'm concerned. It's really something to do with community standards. What is indecent in Orlando, Florida would not be indecent, let's say, in San Francisco and New York.
Those ads seem pretty inappropriate to be seen, I guess, by anyone, because they're not wearing much clothes.
A little bit crude. A little bit too much in your face.
They show promiscuous images of women and men, and they just shouldn't be advertised.
Everyone's like almost naked, and it's not good for little children.
I feel like I'm looking at it, but I can't look away.
50 years ago, any kind of nudity in TV or in motion pictures and gore and violence would have been indecent. Now you have it all the time in television.
I've read some opinions from judges where I know pornography when I see it. That doesn't paint a very clear picture. What's offensive to one person isn't offensive to someone else. I think the context matters. I think if people are watching commercials late at night and they're adults, there might be a higher level of acceptance than what you would put on Saturday morning where children are watching.
I think that people's self-esteem is brought down greatly by these things because it portrays a false view of how people should look and makes people think that they need to look one way in order to impress others.
I think you can sell beautiful clothes without revealing that much, you know? The human body is beautiful and artistic in every way, but I don't think we always need to be bombarded with sexual images, you know? Matter of fact, a little more clothes and a beautiful pose, I think I'd really like it.
They don't hurt the company because some people will like it.
I don't like seeing naked men, but women are okay.
In my opinion, if these were obese people, more people would probably find it indecent, but since they're generally good looking, I think companies can get away with it a little bit easier.
I think the poster that I'm looking at right now is appropriate for those that are of older age, like say like 18 and up, or at least in college, age level. But for the youngsters, I wouldn't think it's appropriate at all.
Now for me, I don't see anything about those ads that are going to get me excited about going after that product or service, but they're not advertising to me.
Community standards across the United States are different, and in some cases it may enhance their product, in some cases it would hurt their product. It also depends on what the target audience is.
I've seen examples of like a supermodel next to a Harley Davidson. How many supermodels buy Harley Davidsons? I wouldn't think many, but it gets a lot of attention. A lot of the men who would buy motorcycles, that would draw their attention to the ad. So I think some companies are enhanced by this. Having said that, there are conservative companies like Walt Disney or something where they've sometimes been accused of having raciness in their ads, and they would pull it because it would really hurt their reputation.
I think maybe the constants are anything that exploits children, shows cruelty to animals, and makes slanders a religion or something like that is pretty standard now that is indecent. Other than that, there isn't much that we don't accept in the advertising community.